All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to episode 8 of the Last Things Last podcast for our third season here. Last time we did our MLB preview, and now we are going to hop in here and do our 2021 NFL mock draft. So pretty pumped about that. Justin has, Justin, I'll let you explain kind of how you formatted this, and then we'll kind of go through it.
All right. Yeah. So it's not a snake draft. We're just going to basically go pick for pick. I'm going to have the first pick and then the 4th, 7th, 10th, so on. MJ, you were the middle column. I think you decided there.
Yeah, he was.
So MJ is going to start with the Jets. So he'll be 2, 5, 8, 11, and so on. And then Kevin, he actually got the best of all of it because he gets to draft for the Eagles and the Steelers. He's going 3, 6, 9, 12, etc.
Give him the Eagles, Justin Fields. I'm kidding. I'm not.
And we don't know,
etc.
We don't know anything about what anyone's picking right now.
Yeah, I have no idea.
What we could have our own ideas for mocking might be gone after pick 2.
Yeah.
So
bear with us.
Good. Yeah. So
It's me.
searching once your player is picked right before your pick. Like the real draft.
Yeah. And we're doing this no trades. We're doing it as if there are no trades allowed. So so first pick, Jacksonville Jaguars. Justin, isn't this you? You're on the clock here, buddy.
It is. We're going
All right, you need to give the pick as if you are the commissioner. So MJ and I are going to boo you.
No.
With the first pick in the 2021 NFL draft.
Yeah. Oh, well, are we going to do it like are we going to do it like last year where he got progressively more drunk by the end of the first round?
Dude, and he was completely dad drunk.
He was red face sitting with no shoes on his lazy boy.
Let's be honest. He's Wednesday night 5:00 drunk. That's what
the bowl of M&Ms, just like
it's like, Jalen Reagor at 21. That's a good pick.
Meanwhile, El Prez is like, I am going to put all the money down to watch the game with you.
And then they gave it. Then they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. All right, who you taking, Justin?
I mean, this one, I think it's
give the context though. The Jags finished 1-15 last year. Absolute garbage. I feel like they could go anywhere with this pick. So where are you taking the Jaguars, Justin?
New coach. He's going to want to get his franchise quarterback, Urban Meyer. I'm as drunk as Roger
Goodell.
I mean, Trevor Lawrence. He's the best quarterback prospect since Andrew Luck. It's the clear number 1. There's no other pick. It's Trevor Lawrence here.
Yeah, I can't really argue that. I think that's a pretty good pick. I mean, again, Jacksonville needs so much help.
And the thing is, I don't know in 10 years if Trevor Lawrence is even the best quarterback out of this draft. I like some of the other quarterbacks in this draft too.
I think he's head and shoulders above every quarterback in this draft.
I believe that too, but you never know when you have the.
I accidentally stumbled across him when he was in high school. He was invited to the Big 7 or Big 11 camp in New Jersey, and it was just a quarterback camp, a Big 7 camp. And he was just throwing 50-yard bombs into trash cans in the corner of the end zone. And I'm like, at first I was like, oh, who's this sunshine-looking character? And then his first throw, I was like, okay. I understand why he's there.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think he's by far and away the best quarterback in this draft. I think some of the other quarterbacks are going to get drafted to better places and probably put up better numbers to start, but he's special. So,
all right,
you're number 2.
The New York Jets are on the clock. They were 2-14 last year. MJ, where are you taking them?
Well, here's the thing. if they're really...
MJ's acting right now exactly how the New York Jets fan base is every time they're like.
So here's the thing: if they're really in the running for Russell Wilson, because wasn't that one of his locations? He said the Jets.
No, I thought he was Cowboys.
Cowboys, Saints, Chicago. I thought he said the Jets. Or no, was that they were, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jets were one of them.
Yeah, so if they're truly in the running for Russell Wilson, then I'm ignoring the quarterback need, okay? Because I believe Deshaun Watson said the Jets is also a stop he would pick. So if they're in the running for either of those two, obviously you don't need a quarterback. But assuming that they're not going to get that, and it's cheaper to go get a new quarterback instead of picking up Darnold's 5th-year option. So
Also, yes.
if I'm the Jets, and I'm not happy about being the Jets, I think you're going Zach Wilson, BYU.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
really do. I just
I
don't
totally
see how
agree with that.
now, if they do somehow land Russell or Watson before the draft, my secondary pick would be Najee Harris because they need a running back.
At 2?
Yeah.
You think he's that good?
He's pretty good, man.
Oh,
He's pretty
my
good.
God, no way.
What are you talking about?
Oh my God, I don't even know if he's a first rounder for me.
Dude,
Whoa!
Look at all the Alabama running backs that have been studs. What are you talking about?
Like who? Mark Ingram and Derrick Henry. That's it. TJ Yeldon.
Alvin Kamara. We're getting
Alvin Kamara's Texas.
but he was originally on Alabama when he first entered college.
Oh wow.
He was the 4th-string running back. That's how good that running back lineup was.
Meh.
They need a running back. What are you going to do? Frank Gore?
But he's not like he's not a dominant, like, he's not a Saquon Barkley. I don't know. He's not a Zeke Elliott type. He's just a bruiser.
Yeah, and that's what you need. Other than that, I'd go offensive line, but no. Oh, shoot. There we go. Yeah, but assuming they don't get either of those quarterbacks, I'm going to go Zach Wilson.
Gotcha. All right.
I think he could be a sneaky guy. I think he could be, from what everybody's saying, he's Patrick Mahomes-esque. So,
yeah, I mean, I've
yeah.
seen him drop to 6 for, if he's at 6, I don't care what the Eagles have. I don't know. I love Zach Wilson.
but Justin, drafting a quarterback.
Quarterback factory.
Here's the thing about that. Dan Orlovsky said this the other day, and I 99.9% of the time, anytime he starts talking on TV, just mute it. But
I like Dan Orlovsky.
I'm glad he had to hit himself in the face with an egg the other day over Dak Prescott. But the thing is, he made a valid point about a lot of the quarterbacks that if you're not 1,000% sure that that's the guy, like a Trevor Lawrence or an Andrew Luck, like you take guys like why did I just draw a blank? The guy for the Bills, Josh Allen. You take him. You take a Baker Mayfield. Those teams were pretty much together. I mean, they had all the pieces. They were missing a good quarterback. Didn't have to be a great quarterback, and they were teams that could have a quarterback that could take the years to progress into what they are now. Like, they were a piece away. If you go get an amazing quarterback and throw him on a junk team, I don't care what happens.
Yeah, it doesn't really do it. Yeah.
You need the supporting cast. And
Yeah.
so I think Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jets are going to take Zach Wilson because there's no way they get any of those other 2 quarterbacks.
It seems I get to pick for all the favorite teams of people I know. So my brother, big Dolphins fan, I wonder if he would like this pick. But let's just say this: Tua was pressured on 95 of his 326 dropbacks. So they definitely got to go O-line here. And the best one on the board for sure is Penei Sewell from Oregon. This dude's a stud, 6'6", 330 pounds. I mean, just an absolute monster on the front that they desperately need. I also think that the Dolphins could look in some other directions, but bolstering that offensive line is going to be able to see if Tua's for real or not. So, I mean, they remember when they had Josh Rosen in there, I really feel like they couldn't give him a fair shake for the same reasons. So they got to be able to give
that
Tua
guy.
something.
I feel horrible.
I feel horrible for him. He's got no help.
He goes
ever.
to the garbage Cardinals before they had anything.
Yeah.
He goes to the garbage Dolphins.
Yeah,
Like,
that poor guy has had no chance.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. Like the way he's been bounced around.
Justin, you're keeping note of these, right?
Yep. Yeah. I have
All
them
right,
down.
cool.
Okay.
All right, well, you're on the clock there, sir.
By the way, I do like Sewell. I've seen them mock to have a wide receiver there, like Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith. I've seen a couple
Got to
like
get line
receivers
before you
mock
get
there.
receiver.
You got it, yeah.
Yeah.
Protect him, and they got a lineman early last year. They got I think pick 10. They got a lineman, so that'll.
I think
be
if he
helpful.
had more intangibles like Patrick Mahomes, like throwing on the run more confidently, maybe you could make the argument you could go wide receiver there, but he doesn't have that.
And if I'm
So
not
the four-
mistaken,
yeah.
let
The
me
4 and 12 Atlanta Falcons, Justin,
yeah,
they are who you've got here on the clock at pick 4.
Oh, they need a
You actually
They need some things, man.
in 5 picks, you have the Dolphins again. The Dolphins actually pick later in the first round, so they can get
Oh yeah.
they can get a receiver anyway. So pick 4 here. This one's going to be tough. So Zach Wilson's already off the board. If Zach Wilson's still on the board here, I'm getting Zach Wilson. You need Matt Ryan insurance. He's here for this is the last year he's playing in Atlanta. There's no way they're going to pay him again. I mean, he's been fine. He's been great,
good.
Hasn't been terrible. But
their offense wasn't bad last year. It was their defense.
He has never had like a bad season.
No, but I think he's getting old, and I think that his numbers.
The year after they blew the Super Bowl was not good.
I mean, that was to be expected. Though.
That was not good.
I mean, imagine your emotions after that loss.
Yeah. Here's my thing. I don't want to do it to him. So I'm stuck between I think this is almost quarterback or bust here. Like, I don't know if they go anywhere else. I think this is a great spot for them to trade down, honestly, but we're not doing trades. I don't know if I want to go Justin Fields or not.
Ooh.
I think Fields comes off before Trey Lance does.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing with Trey Lance. He was more of kind of like the gunslinger in college, which would go well with this offense. But
I also think the Falcons have seen a point where they want to move in a different
who's the Falcons' new coach?
Isn't it Arthur? No.
That's the owner. Arthur Blank's the owner.
No. But I thought
hold on,
Arthur Smith. But he was like Tennessee offensive coordinator. Isn't he their coach now? I'm looking it up now.
I have it. Arthur Smith.
Yeah, so it is. It's the Titans offensive coordinator. I'll go Trey Lance.
Ooh.
I'm going to go Trey Lance, and the reason I'm going to go Trey Lance,
I don't hate that.
Like you said, I think that Matt Ryan still has at least a decent season in him. So I think if you get Justin Fields, there's going to be clamoring for Justin Fields anytime Matt Ryan throws an interception to start. I think with Trey Lance, it buys you a little bit more time. You're saying it's a raw prospect. He can come in, learn behind Matt Ryan, then he's good to go the next year. I'll go Trey Lance there. I don't love it, but I think they're going to get a quarterback.
I don't hate it. Again, I agree with the fact that he fits with that offense so well. I mean, he's also pretty athletic too. He's not just a stone wall back there, so that can add a new dimension to that offense. MJ, at number 5, the Cincinnati Bengals are in your hands. What do you do for this city?
Well, I think the 2 biggest things they need are, first, an offensive line. You can't keep letting BD Joe Burrow
after what happened to Burrow.
destroyed.
Oh my God!
But on the other hand, he needs someone to throw it to, and AJ Green.
You never know if he's going to be there or not.
Yeah. So honestly, I'm more worried about the health of Joe Burrow in the long run than I am having someone for him to throw it to. And I think there's going to be enough veteran receivers on the free agent market this year. Emmanuel Sanders was already released. Kenny Galladay can now be a free agent. So they might be able to pick something there. So I'm going offensive line for the Bengals because I just don't want to see Joe Burrow die. So he's a little further down than I thought he'd be. I think I would go – I want to say Rashawn Slater from Northwestern.
That's not bad.
Jalen Mayfield from Michigan, though. Now, I'll go Rashawn Slater. I'm going offensive line. 6'4", 315. Yeah, Joe Burrow needs some protection.
All right. All right, boys. I hold your team in the palm of my hand.
Kevin, so help me God, you
the
pick a
Philadelphia
quarterback.
Eagles have nested in the palm of my hands. So let's – Justin, I know that you want Kyle Pitts.
I do.
For sure.
More than anything I've ever wanted in my life.
I'm not going there, though. I think that if this man's on the board, you take him, and that's Jamar Chase. He's absolutely the guy that needs to be in Philadelphia. Look, I get that Pitts is great, but you don't need tight end help immediately. You need wide receiver help.
He's a wide receiver.
Yes, he is. He's an absolute tight end.
Also on the free agent market already, Hunter Henry's available. and which again we don't need a tight end.
But let me
I'm
explain
telling-
this though.
Okay,
Here's why though,
do it.
Justin.
I'll do it when I inevitably draft Pitts to one of these teams that I have.
He's 6'6", 240. Unless he cuts a little bit of weight there, he's not the kind of super athletic wide receiver you're going to need in Philadelphia. You're going to need someone that's going to be able to stretch the field. And Jamar Chase can absolutely do this. He can play in the slot. He can be on the outside. He can do it all. This is the guy you need in Philadelphia. If he's on the board and you don't take him, that's not great. So
No.
I'm going there. He's going to Philadelphia.
Yeah, and I wouldn't if he's on the board, it's a no-brainer for me that you pick him. I don't think he'll be on the board, which is why I'm so Kyle Pitts, but if he's still on the board, then for the love of God, Jamar Chase over everyone times a million.
Yeah. All right. Next pick
Oh, wait, that's me.
is the Detroit Lions. Justin.
All
All right. Whose kneecaps? Whose kneecaps are you biting off, Justin? Let's get
This
this.
is gonna be tough.
Isn't that what Dan Campbell said? Bite the kneecap.
Bite the kneecaps. You gotta bite the kneecaps sometimes.
Bite the kneecaps.
So I'm
Dude, I
between
love that guy.
I'm between two. I think that they need corner help for Okuda. They got Okuda last year. He didn't have like a great season, but I mean, number 3 pick, you can, turn him into something, I think. So do you go corner here and make both corners like young stud, first, second year players? Or do you go wide receiver and give Jared Goff something to throw to? I mean, Devontae Smith's right there. I mean, the disrespect that a Heisman Trophy winner has been getting in Devontae Smith. Like, I've seen a lot of mocks where he's down towards like double-digit picks, like where he's fallen. I've seen people like mock Jalen Waddle to Philly before Devontae Smith, just like while Devontae Smith's still on the board, just like meh.
Yeah, I think he's better than Jalen Waddle.
I'm gonna go Devontae Smith because I think they're gonna lose Kenny Galladay. So who else?
I think
do
it's
they have
because of
to
his
throw
weight
to?
that they're concerned. I think they think he's a little lighter than.
I mean, Waddle is too.
175.
And the thing is with Waddle that people don't, I think, remember is that Waddle was, before he got injured, dominant over Devontae Smith. Like, it wasn't even a question who the best receiver on Bama was.
But Smith has a few inches on him too.
Hey now. Yeah, so
We
I'm-
just did the same thing.
yeah, no, I'm gonna go Devontae Smith to Detroit. They have no one to throw to anymore. What is their guy going to be? Amendola? Like, who are they throwing to if Galladay's not there? So, yeah, it's got to be him, I think.
All right, Devonta Smith is going to Detroit. MJ, the Carolina Panthers are with you.
That's another
Do the
trick.
right thing here.
Do the right thing.
Ask yourself if they love Teddy Bridgewater.
I think they do.
I think they do as well.
Do you think they love Teddy Bridgewater more than Justin Fields?
I think they do, and I think they're going to go Kyle Pitts from Florida.
Okay.
They're going to go tight end, give him another big weapon to throw at. And if Kyle Pitts is everything that everyone's cutting him out to be, he's going to be a game changer. Then you pair him with McCaffrey, and you basically have a big target.
They'll love that without Greg Olsen being there for a number of years now.
I think Kyle Pitts is going to be a good fit there.
It's a good pick.
Future Hall of Famer, Kyle Pitts.
I'm going Kyle Pitts for Carolina.
All right, I've got the Denver Broncos.
And that'll be another top tier talent that goes to waste in Carolina.
I'm so mad that you did that because I was just going to pick him at whatever pick I got next.
I now have the Denver Broncos here.
They don't need wide receivers.
My former city of residence here. I am going to go. Oh man. A lot of people would take Patrick Surtain here. I'm actually going to go Caleb Farley out of Virginia Tech. Cornerback. I think he's the better cornerback. I think he's going to have a little bit more longevity in the league. 6'2", 207 compared to Surtain, 6'2", 202. Very similar build, but I mean, Farley was so athletic, and the things he was able to do at Virginia Tech were incredibly impressive. So,
and I feel like the thing is with Alabama players, like I know they're good, but until they're not surrounded by all pros,
amazing,
but literally all American, all pros when they hit the NFL, like a mediocre guy can blend. Not saying a not top tier talent can blend in and look very good because so many
Right.
people are covering if he makes a mistake.
Yeah, when you got a guy standing out on Virginia Tech, you know he's legit. So
Yeah, like I said,
yeah,
like
Caleb
Alvin
Farley.
Kamara was the 4th string running back. at Alabama.
Yeah. All right, Justin.
All right.
Dallas.
Yeah. So for
Oh,
Dallas,
they need so much defensive help.
yeah, and I think they're losing some corners here. They got Trayvon Diggs last year. I would have been between Caleb Farley and Patrick Surtain anyway. So I'm glad that decision was made for me. So I'm just going Patrick Surtain here. They need corners bad. I also can see one other pick, but I'll hold on to that for now.
Yeah, see, that's the thing too. These back-to-back picks, you could get Surtain or Farley, and I think it's fine.
For sure. Yeah, I think one or the
Yeah.
other you're going to be happy with.
Yeah, you're going to be okay. All right, MJ, you now have the New York Football Giants. Who do you want to see playing against the Eagles coming up here?
I mean,
Like a center.
I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna go wide receiver for the Giants.
Not a bad idea.
They got to be able to stretch the field, and they gotta be able to get defenses not to load 8 guys in the box just to come after Barkley. So I'm gonna go.
Oh, you dare.
I think you got to go Jalen Waddle.
Okay, good.
I think so too.
I was like, there's
exactly
clearly
who
the
I
top
had.
3 receivers in this.
Yeah, I was looking down a little bit. The kid from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman, had an
Mhm.
amazing year.
we took Devonta off the board, right?
Yeah, he's Detroit.
I'm going
That's right,
Jalen
okay.
Waddle. I think a
Okay.
fully healthy Jalen Waddle will do amazing for them, especially paired with Barkley. I think the fact that if you can get Waddle to open up the field for Barkley and vice versa, I think that helps Danny Dimes out quite a bit.
Danny
I got the-
Dimes.
The San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, they need.
This is a weird one because it's a team that when they were in the Super Bowl had such a dominant defense, but they need some defensive help right now. Now, here's the thing though, they also could look at a quarterback. Would not
They could.
that wouldn't be
Here's
like
my
the shock of the
But
world.
here's the thing
They
with
went
taking
QB.
quarterbacks like so early in this draft. I mean, obviously Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence, I get that, but I just think there's going to be so many quarterbacks either being traded around, or I think there's going to be a big shakeup with a lot of big name quarterbacks before we hit the season.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
gonna
a
go
lot
with,
of folks aren't going to have the same quarterbacks.
I'm gonna go with the defensive side of the ball and get Trayvon Morig out of TCU. Safety. I think that this guy can bring a lot back to the style of defense that San Francisco wants to play, but hasn't in the last couple of years. So, LA Chargers, Justin.
I think that's spicy high for him. I'm going.
That's
Really?
spicy high.
I
I think a safety going at all in the top 10 is
Yeah.
spicy high.
I mean, when you need a safety, he's the best one on the board.
Yeah, but look at all that Seattle gave away to get the guy from the Jets.
what, why is this hard? Jamal Adams.
And he got
There you go.
torched in the playoff game.
Yeah. I'm going O-line here. I'm going to go Christian Darrisaw. They need someone that's going to help protect Herbie fully loaded, Justin Herbert. If I've seen it a bunch of times, Kyle Pitts falling to here. If Kyle Pitts falls to LA Chargers, that's going to be an electric offense. You got Eckler, Keenan Allen, Pitts, but since he's not here, I'm going to go Christian Darrisaw, just protect the young quarterback.
All right, that's not bad.
MJ.
Wait, you go him before Rashawn Slater?
Rashawn Slater's already off the. So MJ picked him at.
Oh,
5.
right, MJ picked him. You're right. You're right.
Oh yeah, and once we get down to these farther picks, if you have any like, hey, did
Yeah.
you get him?
Hey, did we draft?
Totally-
Yeah.
yeah.
MJ, you have the Minnesota Vikings.
I'm going offensive line for the Vikings. I think
Okay.
we try to get second Cousins all the help he can get. But this is where it might throw some off. So throw some people off. So Christian Darrisaw is still available, correct?
I just got him.
Oh, okay. Then I'm jumping a little further down. I am going to go Jalen Mayfield from Michigan. 6'5",
Okay.
335, or sorry, 6'5", 320. Throw him right in the middle. I'm going offensive line because, dude, I'm having the worst time remembering names right now. The running back for the Vikings,
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook. You get more big bodies to, open holes up on the line. He's gonna take off. He stays healthy. I mean, he's already a dominant running back, but let's help him out. I'm going offensive line. Yeah, I'm going Jalen Mayfield.
All right. I have the New England Patriots. Ugh,
Oh,
I'm
they
giving
need
the
a
worst
lot.
Do what I want you to do.
Dude,
I am going with Rondale Moore out of Purdue, wide receiver. They definitely need some receiving help. He's a speedy receiver. He fits well into the system that Bill Belichick likes to design. I mean, again, you could go a couple different places here. I think offensive line, you could look as well. Also, the defensive side of the ball. Quarterback, I don't know. They're going to try and give Cam Newton another shot.
This is the prime Mac Jones spot.
I think he comes later, sir.
I think that Nick Saban and Bill Belichick connection with Mac Jones, a doughy white guy. They do well with doughy white guys.
Yeah, but they do go out doughy white guys in the 6th round.
That's true. Let's hope Mac falls to the 6th round, and then we should be good. All right,
I got Arizona.
Yeah, I got the Cards. That's a tough one. They should probably honestly go offensive line because I feel like every game that I ever watched Kyler Murray this year, he was on his back more than he was standing up.
I still don't think they're a playoff team.
With that defense, though, so they'll have J.J. Watt. They have Isaiah Simmons that they got high last year. Do I want to go rusher? I'm going to go cornerback. I'm going to go J.C. Horn out of South Carolina. So they have a good player on all 3 levels. And Patrick Peterson is a free agent this year. And I don't think he's coming back. Yeah, I think 2 of their other corners are free agents too. So they'll need one. I'm going to go J.C. Horn corner.
The Vegas Raiders, MJ at 17 here.
Oh, boy.
What are they going to do to screw this up?
Well,
hey, man, you're going to get some Gruden grinders.
So Derek Carr, I think, had his best year ever last year. Is that correct?
Oh, no. It had to have been that.
No,
that
he had a good year.
Season.
It's in his top 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
one of his
he's
best.
not as bad as people are portraying him out to be last year. He had a good year.
He needs a little bit of help.
He had a near MVP candidate season like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go linebacker for the Raiders.
Oh, which one do you take?
I think you have to take Micah Parsons.
Yeah, he's still here at this point.
That's true.
I think you and I
just best available.
And my
player.
favorite linebacker is still on the board, but you got to go Parsons.
I think you have to go. Oh my gosh! I think you have to go Michael Parsons. I think he's been pro built since he was a senior in high school.
Yeah.
Seeing him in person is absolutely haunting, and what he did on the field as a freshman at Penn State, I know he didn't start the first or 1 or 2 games, and then they got him in. His pursuit was just endless, and he changed so many plays on the field just by being there. So I think you pair him with the Raiders defense, the Raiders mentality, under Gruden. I think he does very well. I'm going Michael Parsons with that pick.
Yeah, I love that Michael Parsons fell there. That's crazy.
At 18, I got the Dolphins again. And this time we're gonna give Tua a little bit more help. Kadarius Toney out of Florida, wide receiver, is going to stay in the state, and I think he'll fit in real well with that system. I think, again, get an offensive lineman with that first one, and then try and get the best receiver left on the board, and really it's him. So,
I don't know about
Washington football team.
Was that me?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the Redskins then.
Justin.
Washington football team. I'm going to go.
They still need a quarterback, right?
Quarterback?
They do.
They don't have anyone.
Oh.
I've seen some mocks having Mac Jones go here.
Oh, I kind of like Mac Jones still here. Wait,
I
who do we
don't
still
like
have on
Mac
the
Jones
board?
in that system, though.
Trevor.
No, I would
Zach,
go
Trey
Justin
Lance.
Fields. I'd go Justin Fields.
Oh, Justin
would
Fields
too.
is still here. You have to.
Yeah, go Justin Fields.
Yeah, I know. Justin Fields.
I think Justin Fields is a more mature Dwayne Haskins.
There is
Yeah.
negative
Dwayne Haskins without the problems.
million chance Justin Fields falls this far.
Yeah, because the Eagles are going to get him.
And that's true.
Stop!
That's true. And,
Stop saying that.
And also,
Oh my gosh.
teams. I think Carolina is going to end up trading up for a quarterback. I think Denver. I don't think they love Drew Lock. I think San Francisco is going to
Don't
pick a
sleep
quarterback.
on
possibly.
Pittsburgh not trading up a few for a quarterback.
I think New England's possibly going to pick a quarterback.
I think
Pittsburgh
New
could,
England's going to
but,
make a deal with San Francisco to get Garoppolo back.
Ugh.
What do you mean? Ugh? There's a reason Belichick. And by the way, as long as Garoppolo is not injured, he's a good quarterback.
Yeah, when he's not hurt, he's fine. But no, yeah, no. There's the fact that Justin Fields is still here is crazy. So yes, we'll definitely get him.
Oh boy, who do I have next?
You have
The Bears.
The Bears.
Speaking of, the Bears are murdering themselves right now because they were one pick away from getting Justin Fields fall into their lap.
I don't think they were going to go quarterback, though.
Oh, I think they hate Mitch.
I think
They hate
I
Mitch.
don't. I don't think they hate Mitch.
But like what the quarterbacks that we have left now, Trevor's gone.
Mac
Zach's
Jones
gone.
is good. Mac Jones is going to be a good NFL quarterback.
I feel like Kyle Trask is just another Trubisky.
Yeah, I don't like Trask.
Mac
You better
Jones.
get used to him because he's going to Pittsburgh.
I'd go Mac. Oh gosh, but
Not
they
if
need,
Mac Jones is on
they
the
need
board.
wide receivers too. But you need someone that
They
can
just-
throw.
I think
All right,
they
here's
just
the thing.
tagged down Robinson.
If I'm going, Chicago is committed to Mitch Trubisky, which I don't.
I think they are.
But hold on, if I'm going Chicago, this is how I'm doing. Chicago is committed to Mitch Trubisky. They're going to pick up a backup somewhere in free agency to compete with him. So I'm going to go wide receiver. Oh no.
Rondale Moore's gone, but
Did they tag Robinson?
yes.
So
Okay.
you're looking for someone to pair with Robinson.
You have the kid from Minnesota, I think, is still
Oh,
there. or no?
Rashad Bateman's still there?
Yeah, he's still
Okay.
there.
Then I'm going Rashad Bateman to pair with Allen Robinson.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I'm going wide receiver.
Minnesota.
And I think, again, Trubisky, you just don't know what you're going to get. And is Matt Nagy the right coach?
No.
I don't know.
Although the thing that's crazy about that is, one, it's just the way the NFC is, but Matt Nagy's led them to the playoffs like most years that he's coached.
Yeah, this is true.
They don't have any success in the playoffs, but he's led them to the playoffs every year. So it's like it was better than what you had.
I love how with professional teams, we're like, well, it's not the worst thing we can have.
Yeah.
All right,
Kevin,
I
you
have-
are-
I have your new favorite team, Justin, the Indianapolis Colts.
Yes, I'm a big, long-time Colts fan.
And you're going to love this even more because I'm going to give your boy Carson some protection even more here.
I don't
I'm gonna
think
go
they
with-
need offensive line.
I'm going to go with Elijah Vera Tucker, USC offensive lineman right here.
They don't need linemen.
Vera Tucker.
I think that
They had the
are-
best line in football last year.
I'm not arguing that. I'm saying
So
that
why would you not give Wentz more targets to throw at?
because
If
they're
he's
gonna
the guy.
they're
First
gonna
of all,
treat-
I
they're
think
gonna
most of those
treat him like
most
the
of those
Eagles
great,
did.
yeah, most
Hey,
of those
yeah.
great targets are already off the board.
Hey, Howie Roseman, maybe you need to help him out.
No, if it was
Telling you.
Howie Roseman, they would have gotten
Their line was nearly perfect.
Okay.
Now this makes them perfect.
someone
Yeah, but
fast.
there's other places on the team that aren't nearly perfect.
I mean, you could never have
That's who
too
I
much
picked.
depth at line. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But-
who's he throwing the ball to?
I mean, Ty.
T.Y. Hilton.
And the thing is, I think
He had a horrible
Ty.
year last year.
Ty's probably gone, but then I think they might pick up Galladay.
I think Galladay's going to go to the Jets
Ew. Why?
Well, we don't know.
because he
Why?
wants
So,
paid.
That's true.
MJ or Justin, you got the Titans.
Yes, Titans. Their defense is baby doo doo.
You could just say atrocious.
They're so bad. So they gotta go. I gotta go. Some type of linebacker, maybe, or rush. I'm gonna go with my boy from Notre Dame. What's his face? Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Yes.
He's kind of everything. He's a
Yes.
safety linebacker kind of hybrid, just a hybrid.
You know, he's had a million teachers and coaches butcher that name, and he just stands up and goes, "I know who you're talking to."
Yeah. I got it. But yeah, no, it's gotta be some type of defense here. I'm just going with him because he's a Notre Dame guy. He's kind of just like a special, like a hybrid player.
Oh God, am I back to the Jets?
Yep. If you don't pick a certain person here, my next pick is going to be really difficult.
Oh, you have the
Steelers
next.
Yeah.
So you picking Trask then, or
No.
wait? Who did the Jets? Oh, you picked Zach Wilson to them. Pick 2.
Yeah.
So now we're 20.
You don't think the Jets take a quarterback?
No, they took Zach Wilson.
Yeah, he already. Yeah, he took Zach Wilson
You're
already.
You're right.
So now we got to go.
He needs somebody to throw the ball to.
Or do you? Yeah, but I don't know if there's anyone on here.
But
left.
their defense needs help too. I think I'm going to go edge rusher.
Go edge. You still got.
Is Jason
Go ahead.
what's his OWEH? Is he still available?
He is. The Penn State kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He was like
No
the
way.
only shining thing on the Penn State defense this year. I think I'll go him. He's the
Okay.
top-rated edge rusher. They need help on defense. And again, I think the wide receiver market in free agency is going to be big this offseason, especially with the cap being what it is. A lot of players are going to take 1-year deals so they can get paid next year when the cap goes back up.
All right.
I'm with it. I like it.
I get to pick for my boys here, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the deal.
Mac Jones.
I think they would go Mac Jones here. But
Wow,
I'm
you
also
picked
going to
up
say
Dwayne
this.
Haskins.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. I think because we let Bud Dupree go, we didn't franchise tag him, so he might not be back. I'm taking linebacker here, I think, for Pittsburgh. And I'm going to go Nick Bolton.
Of course you are. Oh my God.
Nick Bolton.
I don't think
Missouri.
it's
that
terrible,
dude.
but I don't think
That
it's
dude has incredible athleticism. Let me tell you something. I've watched that guy play live. He gets over the field faster than anybody. That guy is absolutely incredible. He's a monster to defend against. He gets in the backfield so fast. I think Nick Bolton has been slept on hardcore in the listing of these linebackers, and I'm putting him in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but you could pick
happy
him up
for
in the second round if he's been slept on that
Maybe.
much.
Maybe. I don't
I don't know.
know.
The Steelers are down. Their Steelers are halfway through the second round. I think he goes.
Kevin, what did you see this season that makes him get picked that high? He's
I
an
just told
edge.
you.
He's an edge. Wait, linebacker, right?
First of all,
Yeah,
he
linebacker.
gets inside and outside. This guy can play both positions.
Here's my thing though.
And he also can intercept the ball.
MJ literally
He had
said
0
he was,
interceptions this year.
I'm saying the guy can pick the ball. I'm not talking about just this year.
MJ said that he would have picked Najee Harris at 2. I was like, no. I mean, I think the Steelers, they can't run worth anything. I think
Yeah,
you get
like,
Najee
what are you
Harris there
doing?
probably. But I mean, I think Nick Bolton's great. And I mean, if you just want to continue to make your defense a freaking juggernaut, then I don't see why you wouldn't do that. Because the thing is, if you're looking for backup quarterback for Ben, you're probably
think
going
we
to
go
get
free
Trask in the
agency
second
in
round
that.
anyway.
But yeah, and I also think even if they don't do Trask, I think that they're going to go after somebody. I mean, they already got Dwayne Haskins. They might see if that works with Ben. I don't know.
Oy vey.
Because Mike Tomlin's great at keeping people under control in the locker room.
Right.
They're hard to keep under control.
Hey, I'm with you there. I'm just saying.
That'll
I
work.
think that's where
That'll
they're
go
going.
well.
So I'm going linebacker.
I'm with it.
Running back.
I mean, I would definitely go running back, but all right. Oh wait, I'm back on for the Jags. So we got Trevor
Yep.
Lawrence, a pick 1. Now we're at pick 25. The thing is, the Jags have such a bad team. Like it could.
There's a lot of things that need redone. So
Yeah.
it's like the Eagles, man. They could literally pick every position.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why like every mock that I see, other than when they mock Trey Lance to Philly, like literally anything else, Zach Wilson just like you can just mock anyone to us. And I'm like, yeah, I could see it. Like Penei Sewell sometimes like falls to us, and I'm like, we could use a tackle. Let's do that. What do I want here for the old Jaguars?
Oh, I have to pick for Baltimore. Ugh.
Jags. I'm gonna go Aziz Ojulari from Georgia, linebacker. I'll pick a linebacker for the Jags. Just bolster that. They got that Josh Allen kid a few years ago. Yeah, last year, right? Last year? Maybe. But yeah, they'll have two solid young linebackers then. Aziz.
Ooh.
Is Christian Barmore still on the?
He is. MJ, you got the
Browns.
The Browns. The dang Browns. They're only a couple pieces away here.
See, that's what's tough about the Browns. They don't need anything at the running back position. I think their line's fairly decent. Don't need quarterback. I think
they might be able to help the line a little bit.
I think they go wide receiver. Because I think OBJ is not going to be on that team at the start of this year. Baker Mayfield is better without him. Not saying that OBJ doesn't add, but Baker's always trying to force the ball to him. When he's not on the field, the way he spreads the ball around, they're 10 times. They're so much better at offense. It's incredible.
Who are you going at receiver though? So we have
Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore's still there. Ole Miss.
But they could use some help on defense.
Yes, they could.
Their line, I think their D line is fine. I think I would go cornerback.
J.C. Horn's on the board.
Is Asante Samuel Jr. still around?
Asante Samuel Jr. is still here, yeah.
Ooh.
But don't jinx it because we want him for the Eagles in the second round. 37.
Ooh, he had a decent year last year.
How spicy of a draft would it be if the Eagles were able to get Jamar Chase and Asante Samuel Jr. in the first two picks?
I'm going to go Asante Samuel Jr. I think that let's bolster that defense a little bit more. I think that defense could have kept Patrick Mahomes off the field a little longer. The Browns win that game.
Mm-hmm. They
had all the momentum. Baker was playing great. And the two-headed running backs that they have with Chubb and Hunt is just disgusting. It's so unfair. And they got Hunt for so cheap.
Yeah, well,
we know why, but I'm glad they're willing to take a risk on him. It seems like he's doing everything right now, so good for him. I'm happy he's bouncing back.
Me too.
Baltimore Ravens, I think.
Kevin, wait. When you make this pick, you cannot make it as a Steelers fan. Okay?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I just gave the Cowboys Surtain for God's sake.
I think, as a team that has prided themselves on defense, but has really focused on the offense the last couple of years, I think they want to start rebuilding that defense a little bit. And I think the defensive line is definitely a place where they need some help. And he's down a little bit more on some of these prospect lists, but I'm going to go with Christian Barmore out of Bama because he's 310 pounds and really quick to get into the backfield. So when you got a guy that big that's able to get after the quarterback, you can't ignore that. So I'm going to go him right there. Sophomore.
Like it. All right. Now I got the Saints. This is tough because they don't need a ton.
This is tough. Saints is tough.
They really don't need a ton.
Do they look at QB?
Drew Brees is gone. Jameis and Taysom. I don't think.
What's TOT stand for?
Total offensive tackles? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, it is. It's because it's assistant and yeah. Okay, sorry.
You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. So the only other thing that I can think that they might need they can probably use a cornerback. I think Patrick Williams might be gone this year, wide receiver, but we took 800 wide receivers so far. So I'm going to go edge. I'm going to go Gregory Rousseau from Miami. Going to just rush people.
That's not bad. MJ, the Green Bay Packers. We're coming to the end here, boys.
They obviously need a quarterback. So we'll go that
Just to
route.
put behind Jordan Love.
Yeah, Trask would be so good there.
Oh my God.
You know what they need? But who's left? They need wide receivers. They need someone to help Adams out. Who's left at wide receiver?
We got Elijah Moore.
The guy from Ole Miss, yeah, Elijah Moore.
He's a speed guy you could pair with Adams.
Terrence Marshall from LSU. That's another one that I've seen mocked to the Eagles in the second round. Like if they go offensive tackle or defense or, for God's sake, quarterback in the first round, I've seen the Eagles like following up with Terrence Marshall second round. So he's still there.
Then I'm gonna go another big body receiver to pair with Adams. So I'm gonna go Terrence Marshall Jr. to the Packers. Let's give
Not bad.
come on, give Rodgers more weapons. I don't know why the Packers refuse to trade for anybody or do anything. Go get him more weapons.
The Buffalo Bills. I think this team, by the way, is going to be right back in the hunt again for a Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
And I think that this guy, if he's on the board, will help them a lot. And that's Asante Samuel Jr., cornerback.
He's already gone.
Already gone.
Oh, I thought you were waiting on him.
No, MJ
he went
snagged
to the
him to
Browns.
Cleveland.
Oh, well, I'm still going to stay in that position at corner. Let's see. Is Tyson Campbell still on the board from Georgia?
Yes.
Because I think those two could be even interchangeable. And I'm going to go Campbell there.
CB Georgia. Yeah. No, he's still on the board. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. They're starting to run together here now. All right. That was to the Billy Goats. So I got Zay Chiefs. Ooh. They need offensive line bad after what we just saw with
That was a nightmare Super Bowl for them in that regard.
Yeah. The other thing is they could do cornerback too. So Greg Newsome, I think, is like the third best cornerback in the draft. He's still on the board from Northwestern. But they could just go offensive tackle, which, I mean, they looked bad. I'm going Samuel Cosme from Texas. They have to have an offensive tackle. That was bad. I feel so bad for Patrick Mahomes. Kid was running for his life.
So Buccaneers. I think there's two ways they can go with this. So they tagged Godwin.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that they're now in negotiations with Shaq Barrett and who's the other D lineman? They offered Barrett a contract, so I don't know if he's going to sign it or not. It's rumored that Brady wants an extension. But let's be honest, he's still not going to play. He might play 3 more years. I don't think he does. I think they go quarterback. And hold on before I say this. Is Mac Jones still around?
He's still around.
Yeah, we haven't taken
I
him.
think they go Mac Jones, put him under Brady, have him sit there 2 or 3 years.
That's a good idea.
Learn everything. He comes from a winning program. I think that's your replacement for Brady whenever he decides to hang on.
I think that's a great idea if he's on the board. I think
if Mac Jones is there,
yeah, man.
the Buccaneers draft Mac Jones, and they can go the Rodgers route. They can sit him behind Brady, not have to worry about anything. Let him learn, and you're learning from the best quarterback to ever do it.
And when you come in, like you have a ready-made Mike Evans, Godwin.
Oh, yeah.
You have a squad.
AB maybe.
The thing is, he's the only thing that I think of with that though. like Brady can't last too many more years, I wouldn't think. But at the same time, he's talking like he wants to play.
He looks younger and younger.
If he's going to play another 7 years, then
Dude,
you're
look
kind of
at
in
his
trouble
draft
with Mac
photo.
Jones.
He looks younger now than he did when
Well,
he was
dude,
drafted.
the crazy thing about that is the first 8 games when they were like iffy, like Brady, I think finally looked at Bruce Arians and said, "I'll run your system, but I'm going to run it the way I want to run it." And then
And Arians
they
was fine
took
with
off.
it.
They took off, and then their defense got everything dialed in. I think
Bruce Arians loved that. He didn't have to worry about that for once.
Yeah, and like I said, and Bruce Arians, he was was he the quarterback coach for the Steelers?
And then the OC.
Yeah, so like you got Bruce Arians and Tom Brady both coaching Mac Jones because Brady knows his spot's there as long as he wants it. So he's not worried about someone taking his position. So I see no reason why he wouldn't help Mac Jones, basically be the heir to take over the Bucs.
Yeah.
Some notable ones I'm reading through that we left off the list.
Okay.
Linebacker Zaven Collins out of Tulsa. I've seen him a bunch mocked mid-20s. Who else did we leave off that I was looking at that I was like, oh God. Oh, so by the way, we said Najee Harris could be pick 2. He didn't make it out of the first round, so he didn't make it in the first round still. Which shows you how crazy and non-valuable running back is in the draft.
Etienne.
Yep. Etienne's still there
Yeah.
too. I can easily see the
Steelers would
Steelers
look
going
at
Najee
Etienne.
Harris or Etienne, one of the two. So that's those ones. And then there was another one I was looking at too that I was like, how did he end up down here? Where are we at? Yeah, there's just a couple edge rushers that I think were normally mocked relatively high that we didn't get. But yeah, overall, interesting draft.
It actually was an interesting draft. There wasn't really any like.
The
would
one
you do this?
massive reach is from Ricken. Where did you get a safety at pick 12 to San
Dude,
Francisco?
I'm telling you, man.
Damn it! No.
I'm telling
No,
you.
no, is what
Not
I'm
a bad.
telling you.
Also, I've seen him mocked there too.
At 12?
Yes,
What is he like? The second coming of freaking?
he's the best safety in the
Malcolm
draft by
Jenkins?
far.
Yeah, but you can probably get him in round 2.
Yeah,
Maybe.
they could've
He
got
might be
Jalen
into round
Reagor in
1.
round 2.
No,
Still
That's all
salty
right.
about that. I'm
All I know
still
is-
salty about that.
Eagles are going to get Justin Fields. Steelers are going to get Trask. We're all going to be angry.
The Eagles
That's how
are
it's
going to
gonna
get
work.
Kyle Pitts.
Oh, by the way,
Already in
what
the-
did I see today? Hold on. I think I took a screenshot. I may have sent it to you, Justin. Hold on. So I obviously with the Instagram, I follow a lot of Eagles fan channels,
Mhm.
that get like quote unquote
Yeah.
insider information. And it was so. Here we go. If you need a laugh today, the Cowboys will be paying Dak Prescott $22.5 million to play for them in 2021. The Eagles will be paying Carson Wentz $34 million to play for someone else. And then I saw that we lost Jordan Howard and Darby today. And like Darby was signed by the Washington football team. I don't know where Howard's going.
Oh, Darby's been gone. He was on the Washington football team last year.
Wait, was it? But we got then what did I read? Was it about the picks
Oh,
we
we
got?
might be still paying for him, honestly. Who knows?
No, but we got some sort of picks. And
Oh,
it was
yeah, we
like
got 2 6 rounds.
2 6 rounds, and someone's like, "Look, Howie's starting to figure everything out." I was like,
Yeah,
"Don't get us out of this
Chris Brown.
cap hole that he dug."
Yeah.
All right, boys, let's get into our last things last here. MJ, we'll start with you, sir.
The NBA All-Star Weekend came and went.
Huh?
That is what I have to add to that. The All-Star game has
I hate the NBA.
year over
All-Stars.
year has significantly been going down. The dunk contest was horrid.
The dunk contest is always bad.
But like,
Not when you had Vince
last
Carter.
year was awesome. It was so good to watch. This year, I honestly did not watch one thing from All-Star Weekend. I saw highlights after it on Monday.
Hockey still has the best All-Star.
I am no longer excited for the NBA All-Star game.
The only good thing in the All-Star game is the 3-point competition.
Yeah,
Everything else
it
is
truly
bad.
is. It's because it's a 3-point shooting league now, honestly.
Yeah,
But
and they use their best like the best players shoot in the 3-point competition.
yeah, it's not random guys you pulled off of a team. Like
Yeah.
if we're gonna go that route, do you guys know who Jordan Killigan is? Killigan?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
his name. If that's the route we're gonna go for the dunk contest, some teams should give Jordan
Yeah.
Killigan a 10-day 2-way contract and let
For
him
sure.
come do the dunk contest.
Definitely, because the thing is, like, you're never going to get Zion, LeBron, and like big names to do it because it's every dunk's already been done. Like,
Yeah.
there's not much you can do anymore. So if they do it, they're going to be like terrible, lame, horrible dunks because it's just like the social media age we live in. So yeah,
I would not mind though, after watching Steph and Dame, if we got rid of the dunk contest and added in a half-court shooting
half-court
contest.
shooting.
I think like that's the way these guys are making shots now. Like that's not just people heaving balls up from half court. I think you got a good 50 to 60% chance that, out of 10 shots, we're going to see 6 to 7 balls go in. Like
I kind of like a horse. That would be fun.
Yeah, they used to do that
they
way
used to do
back
that.
in the day.
I
like
think
in
we
the
should bring,
70s.
like I said, I think the dunk contest is washed until someone jumps from the floor and does a front flip or back flip. Now it's not going to matter.
There's a great YouTube video actually of George Gervin versus Pistol Pete playing horse.
Yeah.
From an All-Star game. It's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, that would be
Justin,
awesome.
what's your last thing?
Shots from the stage. No, so between two. You know what? I'm gonna go with the one that I had from the beginning that I was going to go at you guys for. Your Red Wings suck.
Thank you.
Yeah, they
Thank
do.
you. Justin,
Yeah, they
the other
do.
day, they're up 1-0 against Tampa Bay. I was like, you know what?
They were
They're
up
trending in the right
3-2. They
direction.
They were up 3. Yeah.
But I got
minutes
on it.
left.
I got it on when they're up 1-0. And I was like, you know what? They're trending in the right direction. I'll throw $20 on them on the money line. No.
No, sir.
I'm on the treadmill this morning at the gym.
There's
It's
no
like dead
continuity
silent
with
in the
this
gym.
squad
I look
right
down,
now.
I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no continuity with this squad right now.
What triggered it for me was last night. I have Vasilevsky as one of my goalies in fantasy, and I saw that he was losing 3-2, and I was like, "What? I put him in specifically because it was an automatic
Play
win.
Detroit.
Like, what is
Yeah.
this?" And literally, I was about to like be mad about it. I started walking upstairs for bed last night, and I was like, "You know what? I bet they win anyway." There was like 5 minutes left. They were down 3-2. I was like, they'll probably pull it off. Went to bed, woke up. I'm like, yep, they won 4-3. Like, of course.
And I'll say this too, and I totally agree. Detroit, it's another bad year for them. And
They're not
what I'll give
they're not the dumpster fire of last year.
No. And what I'll give Steve and
they're
I
starting to throw gasoline in that
Yes.
dumpster.
what I'll give Stevie Y a lot of credit for is he's brought in some young people that are starting to show flashes of hopefully what they can turn into in a few years, but it's still so early for this team. I mean, but again, bringing someone in like Stevie Y, who obviously understands the city of Detroit pretty well and has proven success building like championship caliber teams like he did in Tampa Bay, I think, give it a couple more years. I think these boys will right the ship. But like you said, MJ, they've shown flashes of really good stuff so far.
Like I said, they're not the dumpster fire of last year.
But they're not continuous.
2 or 3 casts ago when you were like, let's give it 20 games. I'm like,
give it 20 games, man.
Everything's trending that it's not going to matter. They're still young. They're still trying to figure it out. Like, I'm glad you have hope, but I was not going to allow my heart to get walked across when I was like, yeah, this might be it. It's like,
I said when puck dropped on game 1, I said, break my heart again.
Being a Red Wings fan, being a Pistons fan, if I was a Lions fan, I'd walk into traffic right now.
Hey, man,
honestly.
Here's the thing, though. At least we had 25 years of our life as, pretty happy Red Wings fans. So.
Oh, and Kevin, I don't know if this is yours. What's yours about? Let's just say sport.
Baseball.
Okay, good. Patrick Kane.
Patty Kane.
The discussion we had on
yes,
best American player.
The best American player.
Interesting.
I don't know if he is.
I
can make the argument.
I saw a breakdown on Barstool Chicago the other day of what he's done through his career, the awards he's won, the things he's done for Chicago.
He's a stud.
I think he's in the argument. He's in the argument.
Yeah, he's definitely in the argument. But I mean, Mike Modano is up there. Brett Hull. I really think Brett Hull is probably the best American player we've ever seen. Because he could play two-way hockey, and he could hit, he could score.
Yeah, Brett
But
Hull's,
Patrick
I think, the
Kane
one.
was one of those guys, like, and I just hate Patrick Kane. I don't like him, but I'm not going to hold that
How
against
do
him.
you
I
think
he's an
Justin
absolute
feels as a
stud.
Flyers fan? That was the fastest goal scored in overtime
It
ever.
was so quick.
So fast.
The thing with him, and I think people forget it too, is that the Blackhawks for that run were they were the Golden State Warriors, New England Patriots of like the the early 2010s. Like they won 3 cups in, what was it, 5 years? 3 cups in 5 years, 3 cups in 6 years.
Yeah,
But they were
yeah.
winning every other.
Well,
Like they
I
were
mean,
just
dude,
winning.
A couple
Giants,
weeks
yeah.
ago, a couple weeks ago, I went down the rabbit hole on YouTube of watching Patrick Kane like do puck handling drills.
Dude, he's
Disgusting.
got dangles for days.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
And he was the best player on those. I mean, Taves is definitely the glue guy, but Kane was the best player on those teams.
And
every
he's
year that were
making
winning
all
cups.
those young guys way better. I mean, Chicago's having a better year than any of us thought. I mean,
Yeah.
DeBrincat's playing
The
well.
Brinket's playing really well.
Yeah.
Also-
Yeah.
So, Kev, what's your last things last?
Okay, so my last things last. This is a fun one for me because it's about Yadier Molina, but this was a really cool thing to see. So in spring training, one of the enjoyable things about spring training is you get to see the young guys that you're not going to see for years to come, but you also get to see some of these wily veterans kind of just not care about certain things and just go off. So during the 7th inning of exhibition spring training game against the Astros, Jose Siri, he's a minor league low level prospect for the Astros, is on first base. Yadier Molina's behind the plate, gets a little bit of a pass ball, throws the ball back to first to try to pick off Siri. Siri dives, dusts himself off, looks at Yadi and goes, To Yadier Molina, he wags his finger. So Yadi goes, okay, takes his mask off, goes, take second, points to second and goes, take second. So next pitch, almost in the dirt, Siri takes off running. Perfect strike to second, out by a mile, and Siri just gets up and runs back, doesn't even look at Yadi, and Yadi's looking at him like, what? Did you see what just happened there? I was like, that's beautiful. This dude's almost 40, and he is just torching people. It was a wonderful, wonderful sight to see.
Real quick, I want to throw one more thing in here. The fact that the NBA is so terrified of LeBron that Brooklyn is doing what it is doing is fascinating.
Blake Griffin.
They're getting Drummond too, it looks like. Like, how
I still don't
afraid
think
are
it
you of a
helps them that much.
36-year-old
I
LeBron
don't
James?
want to ever hear about teams that were played in the past when it's literally the best team of all time was assembled to beat LeBron James.
I don't think that
Golden
makes them
State.
the best team of all time.
No, not this one. The Golden
Oh.
State one where they were 72-9 and then added Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
who was
okay,
arguably
I
the
agree
best
with you,
player in
but
the
you
NBA.
also give way too much. Darn it, now you're bringing me back into this. You also give way too much hate on the 96 Supersonics. You give way too
The
much hate.
96 Supersonics were nowhere near the Golden State Warriors.
But
even
you're
the
saying, but you're
Warriors.
acting like they were a team of scrubs.
And they're also, they're not, that team's not anywhere
were-
near the Spurs. That team's not anywhere
What
Anywhere
near.
about the
Dennis?
98 Jazz? You're just throwing them off like they were
Still.
nothing.
They had 2 guys.
They had Greg Ostertag, okay?
Exactly. They had Greg,
What?
Greg Ostertag.
Is that a
would
brand
see-
of toaster? What did you just say?
Ostertag would see 3
No,
minutes
Greg
today.
Ostertag is one of my favorite no-name players ever because every time I used to play Anthony in 2K, I would always be like, I would go ISO ball with one player and beat him. I would say, I'm going to take like Larry Bird and I'm going to score 100 points and I'll do it. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to pick the worst player. I would put Greg Ostertag, backup center of the 98 Jazz in there, ranked 65, and I would drop 70 points just running down the field, having him as point guard. So I love Greg Ostertag.
Anthony's trash.
Running down the
Anthony's
field.
real bad.
Running down the field, you're shooting into peach baskets too, huh?
Well, you know, back then.
Get the
We're
ladder,
talking about
go
football,
up,
shut
get
up.
the ball.
Chelsea, you want to get some Chell in?
No, I'm jumping on the bike.
Oh, come on. You have missed the last like 4 or 5 days because you go Peloton bike. Play me in some Chell.
No.
Yeah, we're still
Do it.
live, so you know. Kev, we're
Yeah, I
still
know.
live, so you know.
Do it.
Okay.
I got
Before you say something to Justin, we can't undo.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, everybody. Have a great
Restart.
evening.
You're not going to